Julia, Brandon, how are we doing today?
Thanks.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. It's great to talk to you guys yet again. I just want to say that finale was pretty brilliant television, pretty exciting stuff. I mean, Skellnar jumping off a train. That's peak television right there, I'd say. We had mentioned in the past, in the very first interview that I had with you, I was kind of poking fun at both of you because while the rest of the cast was, deep in the Montana mud milking cows, you guys got to pretend to, make love on sun-kissed beaches with turquoise waters and things like that. This was obviously a much harrowing season for you. But can you talk about still how much fun you had? You got to drive a 1920s car and be bootleggers and things like that. So can you talk about how much fun this was?
Yeah, I know that's very funny. I did talk a lot about how we were so lucky to be in the sunshine, and then Alex literally freezes to death. So that's ironic for me, but it was so. I mean, it was the most challenging thing I've ever done, the most rewarding thing I've ever done. But oh yeah, we still had a blast. I got to learn how to drive that car, which is like a stick shift but backwards, and I didn't even know how to drive a stick shift, so I was like. I don't want to break this, but we had a good time. And then, yeah, so many cool stunts like hopping on a train, blowing up a car, um, you know, screaming, crying, jumping, giving birth. I mean, everything that you actually do dream of as an actor, even though it was a very traumatic season, I got to do this season.
Brandon, knowing the timeline now, which a lot of fans have been kind of theorizing for a long time, realizing that Spencer lives to raise little baby John and to see his grandson, who would be baby Kevin Costner, all the way to the age of 10. I'm really curious if you gave this kind of some thought as to what Spencer would have passed on to the Johns and the next generation.
Well, Mike, we can't confirm nor deny that the John in question is the John in question,
Okay.
if you catch my John.
Mm.
Um, so, uh, but if I were to pass something down, I mean, I don't know. I think we kind of talked about it in season one too. There's a Dutton thing that they all kind of have. There's a certain weight, there's a certain sense of responsibility, there's a certain brand of masculinity that's rooted in very strong principles and morals, and sort of a code of ethics, which is ultimately about the love of their family and everything they worked for. And it's hard to hate on that. And I think that's also why that family and this whole sort of thing that Taylor's built is so universally loved because I mean you could be all over the world and people are like, I love Yellowstone or whatever, like he was in Ireland shooting a movie and they love it over there. And I was like, I didn't even know it was the thing over there. And it's so different culturally, but there's a core value thing there that it's just so universal, that you can connect with. And I think that is part of what Spencer is, passing down and what he got from his father. And it's just this whole ethos that Taylor's created.
You were both kind of given an unofficial nickname, I would say, because Brandon, I'll start with you. One of my favorite scenes in the finale is when you're talking to a young boy on the train and you guys make a trade, and the kid points out there's probably only one lion's tooth in all of America. I think Sheridan, being the writer that he is, was kind of clearly talking about Spencer. And I also love the fact that Alex kind of got the nickname of a shooting star. So do you think that that's fair to say that Spencer is the lion's tooth and Alex is the shooting star?
Oh my gosh, that's the most beautiful question ever. I think so. I think they're kind of like this odd duo that shouldn't make sense, but it just does. And it's ultimately just the love that they have for each other that prevails. Yeah, when I read the shooting star line, I lost it. And also Brandon hasn't seen it yet, but Brandon, when elderly Spencer dies at the grave, a shooting star flies over his head. Just letting you know, just letting you know if you want to process that.
Yeah.
It's like the most special, and for that to come out of Harrison's mouth, I don't even know. It's hard to process, but that's such a beautiful way to put it, and I think that very much so. that's a good way to put the two of them, I would say. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I concur.
Well, Julia, last question. I will also ask. I had the honor to talk to Kelsey years ago. There's a lot of comparisons that you can make between, your coupling and Casey and Monica in Yellowstone. And I asked her about how they might end up. And she said Taylor is a sucker for a happy ending. Now, any fan of Taylor's might not necessarily agree with that. But I'm curious because there is a sweetness to this as well. Do you think ultimately Alex and Spencer did have a happy ending?
I think Taylor's a sucker for an incredible love story. I think he writes love stories so beautifully. Um, I think, it might not be the happy ending that a lot of people wanted from them. I think, of course, I would have loved to have seen Alex on the ranch with Spencer and the whole family. But yeah, when they reunite, in that 1920s ballroom at the end, that's the story that they're meant to have. And, she waited for him and he waited for her. And again, I think it's just the most beautiful example of how strong and enduring their love is for each other.
Well, thank you to both of you for this fantastic season. Brandon, let's hope that next time I see you leaping off a train, maybe it's a Gotham City train. Who knows, right? Fingers
I
crossed on
know.
that. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
But thanks so much, guys, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you
Thank
so much. Thank you, man.
you.
Hey Real students, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to Real School, click that round Real School logo right beside me. Also click that damn notification bell so you're aware of all of Real School's new content. You can follow me on Twitter, and of course, if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link in the description below or the button down there, and you can become part of my Patreon team.